Hey, I don't know if anybody's here. I'm just going to find us some stuff to chit chat about here. And I'm in the mood to chit chat. I'm feeling a little better today. These fucking tragedy pimps, now they're on the Athena case at fucking Possum House of Williams. That bitch needs to stay out of true crime. She needs to. I want to watch some of Benny Keys because Benny is going to go and be boots on the ground for Athena. I've just gotten into this case. I try to stay away from cases involving babies and young children because they hurt my heart, but this little girl's face just, I can't let it go. And I'm glad Benny is going there. I know a lot of people don't like Benny, but I do. And I don't want to hear any shit talk about him. I won't allow that. Benny is, I would consider, not a friend, because I don't really talk to him outside of Facebook, YouTube, but I do like Benny. And he means well. And he does got a voice that can get out there. I'm going to go back on his live here. He's live right now. We'll go over whatever he's discussing.
Amber Alert, and the people around me, they don't get an Amber Alert as well, I'll raise hell. And I'll get with the chat. Here's a few. Yes, if you have turned off your Amber Alerts, I'm going to give you a hard time. And if your response isn't up to par, like, it could mean the end of a friendship, to be quite honest with you. So last night around 8 p.m., I went to the local corner store. They got one of those lotto screens, which also shows the missing people, whether they be children, elders, whatever, right? She was already on there at 8 p.m. last night as an official Amber Alert. I never received one. I have many devices. I did not receive it anywhere. No one in my house received it. Now, while watching the presser, I saw that there was someone that said that they received the Amber Alert on their telephone at 1:34 a.m. last night. So I don't know. I never received it. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and we will watch the presser here. Thank you for joining me for the presser. I know it's a lot of people doing it, and that is great. That is awesome.
For being here, and again, good afternoon. We appreciate the assistance of media because this is a pretty big deal for us as the sheriff's office. And I know that some of y'all have heard a lot of the information that was put out yesterday, which is still accurate. I'm going to go back through some of it because some of you may have not heard that. This is Craig Johnson. He's our chief deputy. He's going to help me because I know that y'all have some questions, and when you do have the questions, we'll be prepared to answer those things as much as we possibly can, understanding that it's an ongoing investigation. So on Wednesday, the 30th of November, at about 4:15, a 7-year-old, Athena Strand, stepped off her school bus, arriving home like she does almost every day at County Road 3573 in Paradise.
County Road 75. Hold on, y'all.
Every day at County Road 3573.
75. That car.
Arriving home like she does almost every day at County Road 3573.
Why am I having a hard time?
Arriving home like she does almost every day at County Road 3573.
75, 3573. 75, 3573. Okay. I'm sorry. 3573. His accent was just a little deep, and it's like a little bit low. 3573. All right. What happened here? Okay. So somewhere in this general vicinity, let's see. Yeah, it's a short road. So it's very short, in fact. So she gets dumped off at the bus, from the bus, at this area, 3573. Okay. Well, there's not a lot out there, is it? At all. Okay. So that's the general, this is the corner right here. All right.
In Paradise. At about 6:40 p.m. that same day, Wise County Sheriff's Office dispatch received a 911 call from Athena's stepmom reporting that Athena was missing. Within about, I think it was about 14 minutes, we had deputies, EMS, volunteer fire departments there, and there was a search that commenced just right away. And that search, for the most part, was that area of the house, inside the house, under the house, and the immediate area in that 6-acre tract where they live. But they weren't able to locate the child. So later on in the night, we had THP who came to help, the EMC, Emergency Management Coordinator, as well as a fire marshal, and multiple local PDs joined in and helped us in the investigation and the search. And in the nighttime, we had the DPS 101 helicopter, DPS 101 and 4 PDs Air One that were there, and they had thermal imaging helping to locate heat signatures on the ground. But they didn't find anything other than wildlife, rabbits, hogs, and some deer. No indication that there was any human activity out and about. Local law enforcement, as well as Rescue One, Search and Rescue One, had their canine teams, and those canine teams worked throughout the night in the darkness until the early morning hours, trying to pick up a trail. They picked up a short trail that just kind of circled around the house and then headed back over toward 2123. 2 different dog teams ran that track out, but still, we
2123. Hold on. Right out in here, 2123. So I don't know where my circle went here. This area. So the dog went up by the house, come down by 2123. Okay.
didn't find Athena. So at about 4:30 that morning, we got it up and decided, okay, we're going to shut it down, be back at first light. Just yesterday morning. So yesterday morning, we were all on scene at 7 a.m. as the sun was coming up, and we started the search with mostly law enforcement, Highway Patrol, Sheriff's Office, Texas Rangers, DPS, CID. And that search didn't prove to be effective as well. We ended up with about 200 volunteers from the citizens around here in Wise County. Came forward and wanted to do something to help. So with the help of our EMC, we were able to coordinate and get those folks on tracks and on search patterns so that we could cover that six acres and cover it well. We had so many volunteers, and they were I guess, mostly helped by law enforcement along the way.
6 acres. They won't let me go down that street.
They were walking shoulder to shoulder through the brush, but still, it was no luck. From the very beginning, this was it's 2 nights ago. It was a search accompanied by an investigation. A search accompanied by an investigation. But we are now transitioning to an investigation accompanied by a search. The investigation itself is the responsibility of Wise County Sheriff's Office. We are being assisted, and thankfully so. We're being assisted by the Texas Rangers, DPS, CID. We're being assisted by local PDs, the U.S. Marshals, and the FBI. The FBI is helping us with digital resources and investigative support. And so we're asking the citizens, if we could, we're asking the citizens that if they see anything, if they know anything, that they would either call the Sheriff's Office, 940-627-5971, and report that, or the FBI Office, 972-559-5000.
I'm going to run these numbers again. Somebody, if you can grab them, put them in the chat, please.
The FBI Office, 940-627, if they see anything, if they know anything, that they would either call the Sheriff's Office, 940-627-5971.
940, let me slow this down, man. I don't know why I'm having a hard time understanding this dude, and I'm from here. Shoo-wee.
That they would either call the Sheriff's Office, 940 627
627-940-627
5971
5971. Wise County Sheriff
and report that, or the FBI office
or the FBI office
972
972
559
559
5000. The FBI office 972 559 5000.
559 5000. What did Killer say? He said she walked to school at 7 years old because she was more grown than the stepmom, bro. For real? What did Lurky say? She was in school that day and got off bus 4:30. Yes, she was dropped right here in this area at 2123 and County Road 3573. She lives down here somewhere. So what they say is essentially that, I don't know, they said it cleared the 5 or 6 square miles, but then they say 6 acres. I don't know if 6 acres is the size of the family's parcel. But essentially you can see that 3573, it comes off 2123 runs east and west. And so 3573 runs north and south, but it dumps into what appears to be a cul-de-sac down here. Okay. So sorry, I got a lot going. Let me see if it'll allow me to do the old what's for right here. That will. All right. Because they won't let me do it that way. Yeah, I am not Gray Hughes, y'all. So okay. So somewhere down in there, she lives somewhere in this area.
In hopes that we can get some more information that will get us to the point that we could find Athena. It's heavy on our minds. Many of us have gone without sleep. So we're asking for the public's help and the media's help. And we also would ask that if you would put the information out to citizens who live in that area. And we talked to the Wise County Messenger already about this.
Ain't that Van Zant? Bridgeport, that's Van Zant County, right? Or up there by Van Zant. Who are? Or am I? Cater is the biggest.
That when they get home in that area, please go out and look at the outbuildings, look inside the outbuildings and your barns, look through the brush, and just search your acreage that you have.
It's the same thing Ronnie Lawson said, remember? Wise County. Oh, okay. That's the same thing Ronnie Lawson said. He told people to please go out, search your own acreage, search your outbuildings, do that much for us, right? I'm going to tell you that that's like the first time I'd heard that in Ronnie Lawson. And now you're hearing this guy say it. It already eerily took on some of the same, kind of essentially what you're going to coin is a wandering away, right? So
look through the brush and just search your set. When they get home in that area, please go out and look at the outbuildings, look inside the outbuildings and your barns, look through the brush, and just search your acreage that you have so that we can have that peace of mind that she's not in another place that we have not looked. The search is continuing. It's more of a spotted search now instead of the kind of grand search that you saw yesterday with all of those citizens. So with that, we'd be glad to take questions.
Mr. Sheriff, has the family been previously
off the bus at 4:30? 2 sets of dogs separately followed her trace around the house and it disappeared. Okay. 2. Gotcha. I got it in there. Thank you for that, Tony. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna let me
known to the Wise County Sheriff's Office? Have they had previous calls to this house?
To my recollection, we've had no calls to that house, Andrew, so, no. Any other questions?
Why is it transitioning to
No previous calls to the house.
investigation and not search?
Well, it's been search and investigation. Now it's more so investigation and search because we've completed most of that search. It's covered that area that we need to cover. So we're still going to do some spot searching as information comes in. And as normally the case, the investigation then becomes the forefront because we've got a lot of people to interview. We've got digital information that we need to be going through. So that takes up the investigative time. So we're spending more time now on the investigation than we're research.
Do you have reason to believe that foul play is in Amber was issued at some point?
Yes.
Well, you didn't do that initially.
No, we actually did. We sent it out to DPS right away. And I think DPS must have some parameters on that so that they wait until there's some reason for cause or concern. And obviously there's reason for concern when the child has not been recovered in about 24 hours.
Now, last night, off the bus at 4:30, yes. Last night, what was the temperature? Got down to 34 at about 6 a.m. Boy, about 5 a.m. They got down to 34 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty cold. It's very cold. It's 2 degrees from freezing.
So they put that out, and it doesn't necessarily mean we expect foul play.
Okay, so 28 degrees out that way. It went below freezing, so we got a freeze out there. So, yeah, you get it, right?
I do understand that could be a possibility.
Go ahead, see that, Sheriff.
Yes, you can.
Would you step up by the microphone? So-
And please identify yourself as well for all of us.
Thank you so much.
I'm Craig Johnson. I'm the Chief Deputy, Wise County Sheriff's Office. To add to what the sheriff was saying into your question, the transition is in part due to the over 300 now people, men and women in different groups that volunteered because we were able to cover a vast amount of area, talk to tons of people more quickly than we would have without them. So we were able to go through a lot of different areas and aspects of a search type incident looking for Athena very quickly, check and recheck. And so now the mechanics of the situation, the investigation dictate that we keep moving into this next area. But largely it's due to the good work to the women and men who volunteered their time and came out and really looked hard.
Can you explain what the next steps are? You mean that there's no searching, now it's investigating, explain what's next and how it's going to be?
Well, it's not just an investigation. As the sheriff said, it's transitioning to an investigation with a search. Leads still are being followed up on as they come in from leads that are developed via law enforcement or leads that are phoned in from different citizens or groups. But if we've checked and double checked and triple checked all of the things out in a typical grid search area, like what you largely saw yesterday, then we have to keep looking, we have to keep digging and following up on every lead. And it wouldn't be necessarily productive to have 300 people staged waiting to go search here and here and here and here.
Are you still asking volunteers to stay away from the scene and let law enforcement do it? Or are you accepting the help of volunteers now?
We're asking that they stand down at the moment. There are some folks that come and volunteer. That is great. However, we struggle right now, again, thanks to the good work that was done yesterday by the 300 plus people on where to direct them.
Could you speak to the experience that either the office or those individuals have with missing children, what that experience could play into and how maybe those instances have played out in the past?
Well, our chief deputy is retired from Grapevine PD. I'm a retired Texas Ranger. Been working in law enforcement since 1974. I think he's got about 30 years in law enforcement. I'm coming up on 50 years in law enforcement. We have encountered those investigations on many occasions. We find that if we solicit the support of the citizens as well as the other agencies who bring some expertise that we don't have, we're going to rely on him to make sure that we get everything done so that we can find out what happened to Athena, hopefully find her and bring her home alive and well. But again, I say that it's all about the possibilities, and we've got to look at everything.
Sheriff, can you talk about conversations with the family? We know there's a couple different dynamics, mom from Oklahoma, stepmother and biological father here. Can you give us some insight as to how they must be feeling or conversations with them?
Both sides, the mother and the stepmother and the father, they have been very cooperative. The investigation, the interviews have been conducted by our Texas Ranger, our local Texas Ranger, and one of our investigators. And it has gone very well. We've got information that the first information that we had was, and for it may still be accurate information. The information that we had at first was that the mother and daughter had a little bit of an argument, which is not unusual for a 7-year-old.
Okay. The mother and the daughter had a little bit of an argument. Okay. They had a little bit of an argument. And let's see here. So it's freezing last night. There was a little bit of an argument. Stepmom. Okay, stepmom. Annabella, I am close to this area. I am less than 2 hours away. I'm going to go there. I plan on heading there Sunday night. I don't plan on making contact with anyone. I just want to, and I know that they did. I know that they did an extensive helicopter search. I mean, I'm going to go out and drone. So it's a lot. It's a lot of area. It's the stepmom, okay. Yes, ma'am. No, I don't plan on contacting mom or dad or stepmom, or I just want to go out and you know, I might talk to some searchers. Yes, I would definitely like to talk to some searchers. So if any of you, while you are watching any of the coverage, I actually had paused there for a moment and got sidetracked because I looked at a video, True Crime with Eve. She's covering it, and she had a searcher on there, and I didn't get a chance to screenshot her name in time. So they said heat-seeking copters, right? Well, so the FLIR, the forward-looking infrared, is going to be that. It'll do the low heat signaturing, and I don't think you, hopefully, don't have to worry about a low heat signature at this point. But that would, yes, ma'am, Annabella. So that I guess tonight I need to figure out where I might want to lodge at. It's such an extensive area, expansive area. I mean, look at it. It's farmland, you know. So I think that it's, you know, you've got to go through the regular, you know, the regular criteria. You know, I know that law enforcement is looking at RSOs in the area. That's probably quite a task in an area like this. I don't know. I'll get a little more familiar with the parameters of Wise County, but you're talking about this is an extensive area. All right. Okay, so here's Bridgeport. So it is coming out on other channels. Where the exact location is, it's in this corner here. It's in this corner. So back to the presser. Sorry.
And for it may still be accurate information. The information that we had at first was that the mother and daughter had a little bit of an argument, which is not unusual for a 7-year-old and the stepmother. And the stepdaughter got upset. Athena got upset, and she walked away, as she has done in the past. But they expected she would come back, but she did not come back.
As she's done in the past. So I guess in the past, it's a way she blows off steam when there's, you know, any sort of domestic issue going on. Yeah, Bridgeport, that's where I'm going to have to go, I'm sure. Yeah. So now, what he had said previously is that the dogs, and someone else in the chat said that they had actually had a hit of Athena around the home, and then it disappeared. He had said earlier on that the hit went towards 2123. 2123 being this thoroughfare here. So you could see it could turn into anything.
As she has done in the past, but they expected she would come back. But she did not come back, and we obviously have been unable to find her.
Sheriff, where was the father doing all of this?
The father was on his way to a deer hunting trip.
Okay. Dad's on his way to a deer hunting trip. Daughter, Jeff, thank you for becoming a member of Means the World TBB. Thank you so much. So sometime between 4:30 and 6:30, dad leaves. He's headed to a hunting trip. Stepmom and Athena, they get into it. Athena walks off as she usually does. Go.
The father doing all this.
The father was on his way to a deer hunting trip in South Texas, and she called him, and he turned around and came back. He was somewhere south of Fort Worth when he received the call.
South of Fort Worth.
Some of the neighbors told me that Athena, was to be going to Oklahoma, back to her natural mother, and that was to have occurred right about now. Is that so?
We have been told that. I'm not sure that it's so. Our investigators are at the front line. They may have a different idea on that, but we have been told that, and we do believe that probably is true, but we're not absolutely.
So she's supposed to be going back to mom. Mom lives in Oklahoma. Dad's going on a hunting trip. Daughter's leaving today, right around this time. That's a lot of pieces, right? It kind of dilutes it. It makes it, like you can see how maybe some of the dynamics of what we heard so far could certainly throw the dog off. I mean, theoretically speaking, like figuratively speaking, literally, not literally, figuratively, like, just could throw you off on the wrong trail, right? Like, is there an issue with that's right, killer. That's right. They are grown. She is not. She was to go back to her mom before the holidays. Okay. So you have a deadline. That's what you have. You can call that a deadline. Child goes missing before a deadline. She's been gone 48 hours now. Question mark. Hey, Queen. Mm-hmm. You got a deadline, right? So that deadline presents some. Boy, I don't know. People think crazy during the holidays, man. They really do.
Perhaps that had something to do with the dynamic of the family that was going on at that time.
It's very possible. That's one of the possibilities. Yes, sir.
When it was going on at that
Hold on.
Perhaps that had something to do with the dynamic of the family that was going on at that time.
It's very possible. That's one of the possibilities. Yes, sir.
One of the possibilities is some portion of the dynamic of the family and the way it is. Yeah, Kira. One of the possibilities. So this could possibly be familial. So if you read the timeline, it's pretty loose and questionable in general. It starts to jump off at starts to jump off at 6:30. It's put into play at 4:30 when she hops off the bus. She hops off the bus at 4:30 in this intersection right here. Right there. Has an argument sometime between 4:30 and 6:30 with stepmom and walks away. And the dogs lead back in the general direction towards 2123, back south. What did Matt say? A huge red flag. Yes. I don't know. Like, you have a deadline, Today is a deadline. Dad goes. He's south of Fort Worth. Now, I don't want to mess up what we got here. But it's Fort Worth right here. He's somewhere south of Fort Worth. It could be any between Fort Worth and Waco. Shoot, could be Killeen. Who knows? So he turns around and comes back. But one of the possibilities is a family dynamic.
So the stepmother was the only adult at home at the time of her disappearance?
That's correct.
Stepmother was the only adult home at the time of the disappearance. It could be that she could have been argumentative. And thus, I agree with that too. No argument warrants a 7-year-old taking off. I mean, because it's just like that taking off, like we all know as adults, right? Like that taking off at some point, it's a mental hurdle keeping them from leaving the area. right? It gets dark at 5:30. Yeah, it's getting dark very early.
If you're in a public place, you hear the loud ringing for the Amber Alert, and almost everybody might just silence their phone,
Right.
maybe not even take a look. How important is it to just glance at it? Maybe you see a description of a car, maybe you see a description of something that could help.
Well, that's why we're so judicious about putting those.
Now, earlier reports yesterday said that there was some criminality involved. She's afraid of the dark. She was noticed gone at 4:30 and stepmom called Ellie at 5:30. Okay, so you got 4:30 called in by 5:30. That's within an acceptable amount of time. From anything I've ever seen, like from the the guts of investigations, like if you're within that 60-minute to 90-minute window, like you still could be good to go. You know what I'm saying? Like you get outside, you start getting into that 2-hour window, you got a problem. Like between time of the noticeably they're gone and then the reporting, like there is an acceptable window, right? And it falls within looking at other cases. Now that's not to say that cases haven't been called in within that window like they're supposed to and still were familial or ended up bad, right? So youngest child with stepmom, oldest at neighbor. I've got to say, I've argued with a 7-year-old. Over. I have too. I've argued with a 7-year-old. Dave's always doing this midnight phone. It seems that way, doesn't it? So let's continue on with a little bit of this.
Things out. People have got to realize that that's an important issue when they hear that coming across their phone. And I've been in a restaurant when everybody gets them at the same time, almost like tornado warnings. And so it's important that they look at that, especially if it's in your geographic area. So many times they're in South Texas, and you get a little bit, I guess it becomes mundane because it's so far away. But in those that are close by, we would hope that everybody would look at it, and if they come up with some information to be helpful, we in law enforcement would appreciate it if they give us a call.
The fact that you guys have done such an exhaustive search in the immediate area around the home, and this is a 7-year-old who's presumably just on foot, what does that tell you about where she could be?
Well, we are deeply concerned about that because it's been a long time. That first night it was 28, 29 degrees.
Ooh.
And she wasn't dressed real warmly. We originally thought that she was wearing a plaid jacket, but in reality she was in a t-shirt with jeans and boots. So we have a lot of concern. The longer it goes, the more we're concerned. But even so, I'm an optimistic guy. Our chief is an optimistic guy. And we're trying to do everything we can to recover this child.
Do any of the homes in the area have external security cameras that may have picked up a passing vehicle?
We have checked on that, and we don't have any right there in that very area. There's no Ring doorbells along those lines. But even so, we're going to keep canvassing, and we sent out, and our DPS troopers helped us canvass every house, probably within.
Well, Mr. Matt, you seem to know a lot. I just kind of keep catching out the corner of my eye. You seem to know a lot, sir. She was cooking dinner the entire time. Hey, Matt, you want to come up here and talk to me? You feel comfortable with that? You heard that on social media. Elliot never said that. Matt. Hey, Dutchie. Good to see you, baby. Yeah, Matt seems to know a wealth of information, thankfully. I don't know that I can imagine that tiny girl taking off even going outside in a light shirt in that weather. She's tiny. I know. You live local. Say, Matt, can I get you to email me, sir? Like, sincerely. Because I want to come there, and I definitely would like to come talk to you, sir. Could I do that, please? Please. Like, that would be, I want to bring my drone. But let me, there's my email, Mr. Matt. There was a woman last night that made a huge post. Shoot me your email now. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll buy you lunch or dinner and drinks, whatever. But I certainly would like, yes. And if you could just CC it with your name. She said there was a woman last night that made a huge post with bullet points, BK, all kinds of facts and stuff that was on it about the shower incident being in Oklahoma. Okay. Thank you. I hope I'm saying your last name correct, Mr. Tackle. I appreciate that, sir. Or Tackle. I appreciate you, sir. I plan on being up there Sunday night. And I guess I probably have to, I need to, travel prayers, Brandy B. Matt, I want to try to be up there, like 8 or 9 on Sunday and, get a room somewhere probably in Bridgeport or wherever, and then just come down to that area, wherever I can get at safely without impeding anything, and then just kind of drone and talk to some searchers. And I'm not interested in talking to the family or any of that stuff and getting involved in any of that dynamic. Like that's no, I've been there, done that. So it's folks like you I want to talk to, and you could be. I don't want to tie you up. I certainly will make myself available when you're available, and I would love to get your perspective. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, sir. Moving forward.
In a 5-mile radius. And there were some video opportunities, but those have not proven to be fruitful to this point. Video. Craig Johnson, he's our chief deputy.
Oh, damn.
He's going to help me because I know that y'all have some questions, and when you do have the questions, we'll
I don't know what just happened.
be prepared to answer those things as much.
Why is it not? Hold on. I'm sorry. I just lost my place.
So the stepmother was the only adult at home at the time?
Unable to find her.
Sheriff, where was the father during all of this?
Okay.
The father,
To Oklahoma.
I've been told that, and
The time of her disappearance?
that's correct.
Yeah, either one, Matt. Either the Benny Keys work email at gmail.com. Actually, that's spelled wrong. Kara, that's spelled wrong. It's with an S. Benny Keys with an S, work email. Sorry about that. I'm glad I caught that. Yeah, you can just hit this one. Oh, I'm sorry. No worries, Kara. No worries. No worries. It's my own damn fault. I did it on, well, it actually, when I was typing in the name, it auto-corrected it. So,
You're in a public place, you're allowed ringing for the Amber Alert, and is it out?
Well, that's why we're so good at coming across their phone. And I've been in a look at that, especially if it's same time, almost like tornado warning.
okay, this is about
And so
where
it's
we were.
important that they
Sorry
look at
about
that,
that.
especially if it's
Follow-
geographic areas. So many times here in South Texas,
Hey y'all, hey Panthera. Hey Trash Bag Fashion Lover. Cool name.
we in law enforcement would appreciate it if they give us a call.
The fact that you guys have done such an exhaustive search in the immediate area around the home, and this is a 7-year-old who's presumably just on foot,
Mhm.
what does that tell you about where she could be?
Well, we are deeply concerned about that because it's been a long time. That first night, it was 28, 29 degrees. And she wasn't dressed real warmly. We originally thought that she was wearing a plaid jacket, but in reality, she was in a t-shirt with jeans and boots. So we have a lot of concern. The longer it goes, the more we're concerned. But even so, I'm an optimistic guy. Our chief is an optimistic guy, and we're trying to do everything we can to recover this child.
Do any of the homes in the area have external security cameras that may have picked up a passing vehicle?
We have checked on that, and we don't have any right there in that very area. There are no Ring doorbells along those lines. But even so, we're going to keep canvassing, and we sent out, and our DPS troopers helped us canvass every house, probably within a 5-mile radius. And there were some video opportunities, but those have not proven to be fruitful to this point.
We're live. If anyone's doing anything to repeat who and what we're looking for and where, just to
Who we're looking for?
surmise.
Yeah, and I've got some pictures here, some photographs of Athena that some of them we pulled off social media. So we'll pass these out to y'all before we leave. So that's Athena. She's 7 years old. I don't know exactly, Craig, you know how tall she is? I do not. She's first grader, I think, as I was told.
I thought that she was 4 feet tall on from other social media.
Could be. Okay, thank you, Andrew. Other questions?
Are there particular pieces of evidence that you all might be looking for? We saw officers walking the side of a road some distance away from the home. It looked as though they were looking for something that might have been thrown out of a car or whatever there might be around the side of the road.
Craig, you want to come take that question? Behind the microphone.
To directly answer your question, any item of evidence is what those officers or deputies or troopers or volunteers would have been looking for. Anything that might have suggested that Athena might have been there, or something associated with her might have been there. Anything we can find to help narrow down the who, what, when, where, how, and why of the investigation is what we're looking for. It might be a footprint, it might be a shoe, it might be hair, it might be any number of things. But as physical evidence goes, sometimes you just don't know what. What it is until you find it at times.
You mentioned the, outpouring of community volunteers. What would you say that people want to do?
Yeah, Panthera, Texas is pretty badass. They're like their own little country there.
Still check in with us at the First Baptist Church in Cottondale. Our EMC is there to put their name on the list. And in the event that we do need some help, we encourage them to come back so that we can do some more searching. But right now, we ask that those citizens at home, they check their own property, even if they're within 20 miles of that area. Let's just look at the property, see what's in your barn. Some of the people may not have been in their barn in a while, look in their vehicles. So we ask everybody to do that, especially those who are in the vicinity. Brian, did I answer your question? Brian?
Do you have any registered sex offenders in that?
Here we go.
We do. And we have made contact with all of them. And that's one of the reasons the U.S. Marshals were assisting us early on.
And thus far, that's produced no reason to believe they might be responsible.
Not at this point, no, sir. But still, it's on the table. There's a possibility, but we don't see that as a direct lead right now. Anybody else? Any questions? Thank you all so much. We appreciate y'all being here. And if you would like the photographs here, we would be glad to pass some of these out. In fact, we'll just put them up here. I'll put them over on this side, and you can.
I want to play a news clip that was released an hour ago about Athena. I really need to. I've just got into this case. Panthera, if you're here still, and like you do with Aaron, and send me tag me and stuff, and we'll start covering this. Poor baby girl. Oh, it's a press conference. We just watched that. I think they had something else on there. Never mind. We'll go back to sharing Benny. He's got the good stuff, and he's going there and help, boots on the ground.
Pick up one if you like to.
Deputy last name is Johnson, JOHNSON?
Yes. Yes, Chief Deputy.
Thank you so much.
And so just for a quick recap, they have not found her, she's still missing.
So
Well,
that's Athena Strand. If you live in the Texas area, you have any information about Athena's whereabouts, please contact the FBI or the Wise County Sheriff. I do want to thank Mr. Matt for chiming in the discussion area. I would love to meet up with you, sir, and you know, you know, yeah. So I guess that's about really all I have for right now. Seeing the hunting trip, like he said, anything's possible, but he's, when he says possible, he says it in that realm. He says it later on in that realm of like anything is possible, right? So when he states earlier that the familial dynamic is a possibility, I take credence away from that now, like, because he really didn't really explain his definition of what a possibility is, but I got a better deduction of it later on. So, Amy, I agree. Absolutely. It would be pertinent to, I mean, it's expansive area, expansive, and it is just some north of I-30 here, which is problematic. 35 East is going to take you. As you can see, you could jump on 114, hit 480, take it over to 35, and then boom, you're headed to the casino, baby. So it is problematic. You can see the red dot. It's nestled in between many thoroughfares. It's just boxed in. So that's problematic. And then you have what is a lot more problematic is the walking away from the home under these temperature conditions at night. He said the first night it was 28. That's below freezing, and she was not properly attired to try to fight that that sort of cold. So off of 287. Yeah, well, 287 is right down here. So it's east of the situation. I don't know. It's a really sad one. Anyhow, let's show her a picture again. Then I can let you people get back to your day. This is Athena Presley Monroe Strand. She is 7 years old. She has blue eyes, light, dirty blonde, shoulder-length hair, wavy to curly. She weighs approximately 62 pounds, white, olive skin, 48 inches tall, and has a pink scar on her left jawline, according to her mother. She may have had jeans, boots, and a shirt on. A T-shirt, sounds like. So if you have any information, please contact the Wise County Sheriff's Department or the FBI ASAP. There is no talk I heard of a reward. Is there a reward, Fizzle, or any of the other ladies that may or may not know? Oh, God. All we need is another neighbor to come out of the fold. Please. No more neighbors. Shelly says, I don't see her walking away either, especially because she is afraid of the dark. Yeah. Yeah. Denny, Marie 360. My PayPal is at PYT Breezy, BREEZY, PYT Breezy. Thank you so much for your contribution, love, ahead of time. Thank you so much. Yeah, I would tell parents, check this out. When your child is to go missing, of a family survival guide, what to do. Yeah, afraid of the dark, yet walked away. Of course, there's a lot of holes in the context that we don't know. What was the severity of the argument? What was the argument about? What is now? Correct me if I'm wrong. PYT Breezy, got you. Thank you so much, baby. I have questions, and I guess I need to get with. Where was the dad going? He was going to South Texas, which anywhere south of the Cottondale area is South Texas. I mean, Fort Worth is South Texas to the Cottondale area. So she could have made it a few miles. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of questions. I need to do. You're absolutely welcome, Sherry. You're in Oklahoma. I plan to cover it as well. Well, hey, if you ever plan on coming down to Texas, hopefully it doesn't ever get to that. Hopefully, in the next 5 minutes, God willing, we'll all get to call on the internet and say, yay, she's okay. Whatever. So I did have a Cash App contribution. Let me see who this is. I do appreciate all of you. I just want to go up there and see like, talk to Matt and other things. Just get a feel for what's going on. I mean, the helicopters are great. But I think that, Michelle, thank you so much for your contribution, hon. It means the world to me. Wow. Thank you so much. Connie, Miss Connie, thank you for your contribution, love. It means the world to me. I'm gonna just go up there and see, what I can see, what we can see. So, I may or may not live stream some of the search with the drone. I may or may not. We'll just see. But if anyone has a video pertaining to this, now when I say video, I mean more stuff like locals or news media outlets. If you could send them to my email, which is Altitude Films, ALTITUDE films@gmail.com. Oh, doggone it. It didn't even type it in there. I was typing somewhere else. I'm an idiot. How far away are you in miles? About 90 miles. Yeah. You're 60 miles east. I'm about probably 90 miles east. So thank you, Denny. Thank you so much, baby. Thank you, baby. Yeah, I'll just keep you informed. Anyhow, if anyone sees, can somebody put my email in there it is. Thank you so much, Touchy. Anyone sees a video media outlet that you think I need to see, if it's got searchers in it that have their names in it, things like that. If you could forward those things to me at that email address, I sure would appreciate it. I want to, kind of put the tentacles out, and it would be nice to get in touch with one of the searchers there that has the okay to do their thing, and maybe they could just tell me where to go drone. That would be preferable. So with that being said, I do appreciate all the new members. We did have a new member, Dutchy. Thank you so much for becoming a new member, baby. It means the world to me. And Michelle, Colleen, Denny, thank you for your contribution. It will certainly help in the upcoming trip. 2 new members. I missed the other one. Who was it? I seen Dutchy. It won't let me go back. Well, there it goes. Doggone it, I missed it. I'm so sorry to whoever that was. I do apologize. Thank you, Miss Shelley. Anyhow, I will keep y'all informed. Again, if y'all see videos you think I need to see, it's got searchers with names in it, man. Send them to the email. And please give me a little grace on the response. I'm gonna have my hands full this weekend, if you know what I mean. So with that being said, remember, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Thank you so much. Travel prayers, and go.
Okay, does Benny need a press pass? That's funny, Panthera. Yeah, no more neighbors or babysitters. Oh my God, please. We don't need another Jody Sue Brown. Every case has a Jody Sue, I swear. You're about 90 minutes from there. I don't know like the details and stuff, but my feelings is the stepmom has something to do with it. I don't know. In my opinion, allegedly. That's how I'm feeling when I look at this case. Okay, let's go to... Let's go watch Dolly Vision. He's covering it right now live. Let's see what this fucking piece of shit has to say. This live isn't nothing specific. It's about everything, and I'm feeling a little better and in the mood to chat. And if anybody wants to come up on panel, you're more than welcome. Yeah, because I just want to fucking trash Dolly. I can't stand that piece of shit.
Are we buffering? Yeah, this video is. Should have never paused it. Was running good till I paused it. Sheriff said he got 300 on standby volunteer searchers. I think they are investigating.
Well, it's not just an investigation. It's a
Okay, we got a little bit of buffering going on, guys. Let me pause it for a second. A 7-year-old does not run away. Yeah, you know, I mean, sometimes they might run off and get lost, but this don't seem to be the case. They've searched their property.
sheriff said it's a transitioning to an investigation with a search.
And you know, and this should be an investigation at this point. They need to pull the stepmom into a damn interview room and say, hey, what the hell is going on, woman? Okay. Check email, please. Let me go ahead and pause this. Let me jump back to the screen right here real quick. While whatever's going on with the computer, give it a second to tweak itself out. StreamYard not working well. Mom had full custody. She was with the dad for a couple months because the mother is recovering from health issues. The mom was in the hospital. She was supposed to go back to the mom in December. Okay. Welcome to the murder crew. Crafty Florida lady. Stepmom was, why would she do it? It's buffering bad. Just come in and it's Laura Short Legs with the $20 super sticker. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for all the support, the likes, comments, shares, all that good stuff, the super stickers. You guys are absolutely the best. So yeah, I'm trying to give it a little bit to let whatever's going on work itself out because everything wasn't playing quite right. And I don't know if y'all getting any buffering. If we're good, give me some thumbs up. If everybody can hear everything and it's not buffering, you know, let me know. Because I don't know unless y'all tell me. Okay. So on my end, everything seems to be okay, but I don't know. Okay. I see some thumbs up. Okay. So we're good to go. All right. Let's see if stuff will play again.
Leads still are being followed up on as they come in.
Okay.
From leads that are developed via law enforcement or leads.
Bam. I don't know what's going on. It's on my end. I know that. It got to be. For some reason, this time of day, everything always wants to run bad on my internet. It is absolutely horrible. Sometimes it works great. And then sometimes it's like, oh, hell nah, not today, Satan. Okay. Any photos of the parents? I haven't seen the parents yet, to be honest with you. I've only seen the news reports, the little girl herself.
That are phoned in from different citizens or groups.
All right.
But if we've checked and double checked and triple checked.
It's like as soon as I try to share it, it wants to buff. Like, that's just crazy. Oh, I know what I could do.
All of the things out in a typical grid search area, like what you largely saw yesterday, then we have to keep looking. We have to keep digging and following up on every lead. And it wouldn't be necessarily productive to have 300 people staged waiting to go search here and here and here and here.
Are you still asking volunteers to stay away from the scene and let law enforcement do it? Or are you accepting the help of volunteers now?
We're asking that they stand down at the moment. There are some folks that come and volunteer. That is great. However, we struggle right now, again, thanks to the good work that was done yesterday by the 300 plus people on where to direct them.
These cowboys won't mess around down there. I hear that.
Either the office or you as individuals have with missing children, what that experience could play into and how maybe those instances have played out in the past.
Well, our chief deputy is retired from Grapevine PD. I'm a retired Texas Ranger. Been working in law enforcement since 1974. I think he's got about 30 years in law enforcement. I'm coming up on 50 years in law enforcement. We have encountered those investigations on many occasions. We find that if we solicit the support of the citizens,
Crafty
as well as
Florida
the other
lady.
agencies who bring some expertise that we don't
Puppy
have,
and turtle
we're going to
treats.
rely on them to make sure that we get everything done so that we can find out what happened to Athena, hopefully find her and bring her home alive and well. But again, I say that it's all about the possibilities, and we've got to look at everything.
Sheriff, can you talk about conversations with the family? We know there's a couple different dynamics. Mom from Oklahoma,
Mhm.
stepmother, and biological father here. Give us some insight as to how they must be feeling or conversations with them.
Both sides, the mother and the stepmother and the father, they have been very cooperative. The investigation, the interviews have been conducted by our Texas Ranger, a local Texas Ranger, and one of our investigators.
I still don't think it
And it
makes
has gone
sense.
very well. We've got information that the first information that we had was, and for it may still be accurate information. The information that we had at first was that the mother and daughter had a little bit of an argument, which is not unusual for a 7-year-old and the stepmother. And the stepdaughter got upset. Athena got upset, and she walked away, as she has done in the past. But they expected she would come back, but she did not come back, and we obviously have been unable to find her.
At 7 years old, she's walked away before.
The father was on his way to a deer hunting trip in South Texas, and she called
Okay.
him, and he turned around and came back. He was somewhere south of Fort Worth when he received that call.
Okay, so the
Some
dad
neighbors
wasn't
told me
there.
That she, Athena, was to be going to Oklahoma back to her natural mother, and that was.
The stepmom did this.
Is that so?
Jacob is the
We have
dad's
been
name.
told that. I'm not sure that it's so. Our investigators are at the front line. They may have a different idea on that, but we have been told that, and we do believe that probably is true.
Yeah, I don't
but
believe
we're not
stepmom either.
absolute.
Perhaps that had something to do with the dynamic of the family that was going on at that time. Stress.
It's very possible. That's one of the possibilities. Yes, sir.
So the stepmother was the only adult at home at the time of her disappearance?
That's correct.
Their stepmom did it.
If you're in a
She's
public
guilty.
place, you hear the loud ringing for the Amber Alert, and almost everybody might just silence their phone.
Right.
And maybe not even take a look. How important is it to just glance at it? Maybe you see a description of a car, maybe you see a description of something that can help.
Well, that's why we're so judicious about putting those things out. People have got to realize that that's an important issue when they hear that come across their phone. And I've been in a restaurant when everybody gets them at the same time, almost like tornado warnings. And so it's important that they look at that, especially if it's in your geographic area. So many times they're in South Texas, and you get a little bit, I guess it becomes mundane because it's so far away. But in those that are close.
Did you see how, Dolly, you see where it's not even connected to the house? It's like an outbuilding thing. No, I haven't really seen the layout of it yet. You know, I just heard the basics, and I've seen the news reports on it. And I thought when they said the little girl ran off, it was just a case where they were going to find her. To be honest, when I first heard about it, I was like, okay, she ran off. She's going to come back or something like that. And then I kind of I didn't really keep up with it really great because I just thought it was going to be one of those cases like that. And then, I don't know, then that first day went by and I heard she didn't have a jacket on and the temperatures were really cold. I was like, well, it'll make sense for a kid that, even if it runs from her family, it's not going to come home, 7, you can talk and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought, after that, then I knew something was bad. I was like, and then I started hearing the story and then I started hearing other family members speak out like she wouldn't do that. She's scared of the dark, stuff like that. And I was like, okay, there's been some type of foul play. And the only adult there is the stepmom, right? And the dad is out of town. Something sounds fishy to me. So yeah, I had to go through and look at the layout of their home and stuff and why they would have a 7-year-old sleeping in a place that's not connected to their house. I have no clue. I should have never paused it. As soon as I paused it, that was it. Don't pause the shit when it works, Dolly. Oh Lord. So yeah, I think this is why they're switching to the investigative stage, is because they're coming to the conclusion that this little girl probably didn't run off, right? And the last adult seen with her is this stepmom, and in Virginia, this is another Brandon Snatch. I don't even know how you say that last name. Case 100. Welcome to the murder crew. Golden Feather. All right, so my stuff's still buffering a little bit. I'll give it a little bit of time to work itself back out, and if it does, we'll jump back over there and hear the last little bit of stuff that they were saying. But this is definitely a team foul play kind of thing. All right. Now I don't know if you guys.
We would
All right,
hope that everybody would look
Back.
at it, and if they come up with some information that would be helpful, we in law enforcement would appreciate if they give us a call.
The fact that you guys have done such an exhaustive search in the immediate area around the home, and this is a 7-year-old who's presumably just on foot, what does that
Don't buffer. Where are the blood sniffing hounds?
tell you about where she could be?
Well, we are deeply concerned about that because it's been a long time. That first night, it was 28, 29 degrees. And she wasn't dressed real warmly. We originally thought that she was wearing a plaid jacket, but in reality, she was in a t-shirt with jeans and boots. So we have a lot of concern. The longer it goes, the more we're concerned. But even so, I'm an optimistic guy. Our chief is an optimistic guy, and we're trying to do everything we can to recover this child.
Do any
You
of
know,
the
I
homes
try to
in
be
the area
optimistic,
have,
but it just don't sound right.
external security cameras that may have picked up a passing vehicle?
We have checked on that, and we don't have any right there in that very area. There are no Ring doorbells along those lines. But even so, we're going to keep canvassing, and we sent out, and our DPS troopers helped us canvass every house, probably within a 5-mile radius. And there were some video opportunities, but those have not proven to be fruitful to this point.
So really, they have nothing
We're likely. If anyone's
other
seen
than
any
what the
video of what we're
stepmom's
looking
saying.
for and where, just to
Who we're looking for?
surmise, yeah.
Yeah, and I've got some pictures here, some photographs of Athena that some of them we pulled off social media. So we'll pass these out to y'all before we leave. So that's Athena. She's 7 years old. I don't know exactly, Craig. Do you know how tall she is? She's first grader, I think, as I was told.
I
But
thought that she was 4 feet tall on from other social media.
could be. Okay, thank you, Andrew. Other questions?
Are there particular pieces of evidence that you all might be looking for? We
We didn't know
saw,
how tall she was. That ain't a
officers
big deal,
walking
though.
the side of the road, some distance away from the home.
Mhm.
Looked as though they were looking for something that might have been thrown out of a car or whatever there might be on the side of the.
Craig, you want to come take that question? Behind the microphone.
To directly answer your question, any item of evidence is what those officers or deputies or troopers or volunteers would have been looking for. Anything that might have suggested that Athena might have been there, or something associated with her might have been there. Anything we can find to help narrow down the who, what, when, where, how, and why of the investigation is what we're looking for. It might be a footprint, it might be a shoe, it might be hair, it might be any number of things. But as physical evidence goes, sometimes you just don't know what it is until you find it at times.
You mentioned the, of the outpouring of community volunteers. What would you say to people who don't want to help out in some way here locally?
Those who want to help, they can still check in with us at the First Baptist Church in Cottondale.
Okay.
Our EMC is
If I
there
wasn't tied
to
up, I'd go help.
put their name on the list. And in the event that we do need some help, we encourage them to come on back so that we can do some more searching. But right now, we ask that those citizens at home
Only-
they check their own property.
We only got
Even
400
if they're
likes, guys.
within
We got 11.
20 miles
Hit that
of
damn
that,
like
let's-
button.
Let's just look at the property.
What
See
you doing?
what's in your barn. Some of the people may not have been in their
Hit
barn
that
in a
like,
while.
guys, so the
looking at
algorithm picks our
vehicles.
video up. Come
So
on,
we
be
ask
cool.
everybody to do
It's
that,
free.
especially those who are in the vicinity. Brian, did I answer your question?
Shannon,
Do you have any registered sex offenders in that vicinity?
We do. And we have made contact
was
with
murdered by
all of
his
them. That's one of the
stepmother while
reasons
his
U.S.
dad was
Marshals
out of
were assisting
town.
us
She
early on.
said he went to a friend's.
And thus far, there's
No,
there's
she
no reason to
reported-
believe they might be. responsible.
Not at this point, no, sir, but
Him a
still, it's on
runaway.
the table. There's a possibility, but we don't see that as a direct lead right now.
Okay. Thank you, Shannon. I will check into that.
Anybody else?
It
Any
sounds
questions?
familiar.
Thank you all so much. We appreciate y'all being here. And if you would like the photographs here, we would be glad to pass some of these out. In fact, we'll just put them up here. I'll put them over.
So
on
is
the
it
side,
Gannon
and you can
Stouch? Is
pick
that
up
how
one
you
if
say
like
it?
to.
Am I saying that name right now? Gannon Stouch. So I will look into that for you, Shannon. And thank you for your super chat. That's super awesome of you. Yes. Okay. Okay. Plus, I need glasses. My kid, okay, she was supposed to take me to an eye doctor's appointment, help me set it up, but she didn't do it. So I'm still blind. Okay. I'm trying my best.
Johnson, JWHNS1?
Yes, yes, Chief Deputy.
She put him in a suitcase?
And so
Wow.
just for a quick recap, they have not found her, she's still missing.
Okay. So there you have that. Still really nothing. They're still, I guess they really ain't using the community to search too much, but they're saying you can still take part in the search if they need you. So at the First Baptist Church, I guess you would sign in. Like I said, Curly Sue, $4.99 super sticker. Bam! What, everybody get paid today? Thank you guys for the super stickers. Damn, thank you so much. All I ask is you give me a like, and that's free. Okay. You guys are great, though. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, I don't think this little girl's ran off. I think this is the stepmother that's her alibi for whatever she's done. I get that vibe of it off. I can't be dishonest and say, I don't get that vibe. That's just the vibe I get right now. And it's like, I hate to think the parents are the first people all the time. I do. But it seems like what does it seem like? It's like these people want to hurt their damn kids, and I can't believe it. I love my kid to death. She drains my bank account, and she's grown, but I still love her to death. You know, I can't see how these people hurt their kids. Or I know it's a stepmom and it probably ain't the same, you know what I'm saying? But still, to hurt your kid, or, you know, you think about the dad. He goes off on a hunting trip. He leaves his kid with, you know, the stepmom and somebody he cares for and loves, and then she does something horrible to the child. Right? So as that man, he done lost his wife, and he's gonna lose his wife because she's probably going to prison because that little girl didn't run off. She ain't nowhere in that general area, and it just happened to be she ran off when there was a kidnapper around. That shit happens too much. Maybe that's a lot of common thing. I ain't never running off again. Right? Shit, I might run somewhere out of sight and some kidnapper get me. It seems what to be happening all the time, but that ain't the case. It's the people around you hurting you. I hear circus music. Canada, $27.99. Thank you for being you. I hear circus music. Good Lord. Did everybody get a damn stimulus check I didn't know about? Okay, because I didn't get one.
Hey, wifey. Hey, Squid. Allie. Hey, I'm done with this piece of shit. Let's see. Let's go see what Possum House of Williams had to say about it. I seen her earlier. But now I just want to bash this fucking tragedy. Pisses me off. Looks like she just streamed the press conference. Anything y'all want to talk about? There's a 10-minute, the whole food truck video of the Idaho 4. The whole video, if y'all want to watch that. Let's watch that. This is on Plunder.
Let's watch this video. It could be very important in solving what happened to 4 University of Idaho students who lost their lives on Sunday, November 13th. The video features Madison, also known as Maddie, Mogan, and her best friend, Kaylee Goncalves. It was from a Twitch live stream. The live stream was recorded from a food truck called Grub Truckers. Today is Wednesday, November 16th, and we are waiting on a press conference to find out more about these 4 students who unfortunately were found in a gruesome scene on 1122 King Road in Moscow, Idaho. So this stream was captured live 3 days ago, November 13th, 2022, by Grub Truckers. They bill themselves as the cheesiest stream on Twitch. They have 34,500 followers. Their schedule on Saturday evening is from 10 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. I've cropped it down to follow to the 10 minutes when Maddie and Kaylee appear on screen. You will see the girls, they were only 21, appear at the top right hand of the video. And it appears they're with a young man, and he has on like a brown jacket, and he pulls up a white hoodie. Looks like he has a baseball cap on. Madison comes on the screen 3 hours and 43 minutes approximately into the video. The full stream is 4.5 hours long from 10 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. So it means that Maddie comes on screen at 1:43 a.m. They're only there about 10 minutes, from 1:43 a.m. to approximately 1:53 a.m. But what happens in the interim is a little interesting. Now, according to the New York Post, cops want to talk to people who are featured in this video. I'm going to link to the full 4.5 hour stream. That way, if anyone knows anything, they can talk to police. Now, of course, this doesn't mean anyone in the video is responsible for the heinous crimes. According to Latah County Prosecutor Bill Thompson, they're in the process of identifying the other people who were there and what sort of contact did they have. So let's look at this video. What's strange to me, and I've watched it many times, I'm going to let it play with the audio so you can hear what's happening when the girls come on the scene, when they order their food, when they hang out, when they leave. Now, you can't hear a lot of what's going on. You can hear the guy, the manager in the food truck taking a lot of orders, but you can hear certain things. What is odd is that the girls come on screen, top right-hand side, and you see there's like a guy with them, but he stands back. He's the one in the brown jacket and the cap and the hoodie. The girls order their food, and he kind of waits. The girls walk over to the other side, nearby where you pick up your food, and the guy in the white hoodie just kind of stands there, and he's waiting. The girls aren't really interacting with him, so people can't figure out, is this the Uber driver? Their family said the girls took an Uber. They, used the buddy system. They stayed together. I'm not sure if they went to a bar or something beforehand. They Ubered somewhere. I'm not sure if they Ubered to this food truck, and then they Ubered home, and they locked up their home where they were staying. If these girls walk off screen at about 1:53 a.m., it was only about 1 or 2 hours later that they lost their lives in this brutal attack. We're still trying to get more information about it, but this food truck video could be so important to figuring out what could have happened to them. So they order their food, they walk across, and they wait at the window to get their food. The guy in the brown jacket with the white hoodie, he kind of stands back. He strikes up another conversation with a guy who seems pretty nice, and he has on a zip-up hoodie too, and they're talking and laughing. And there's this one guy who has a tank top wife beater on, a black wife beater, and the guy in the white hoodie, at one point he's going to go, oh, like I worship you, because everyone's joking about, oh, it's so cold out here. But this guy is still wearing just a tank top. In other portions, I have seen a few people wear, like one girl just had on a sleeveless dress with not much else on. Everyone else is bundled up, so it shows you it was pretty cold that night. Pay attention to the whole scene and see if you can pick up what I picked up. Maddie and Kaylee arrive on the scene with this guy. He stands back, they order, they go over to pick up their food, go over to wait for their food. He walks over, stands over here kind of near them, not really interacting with them, even though they seem like they might be together. He interacts more with the other guy who kind of keeps them company. They laugh and talk. After Kaylee and Maddie's food is ready, they grab their food and they walk off screen this way. The white hoodie guy is here. The guy he's talking to is here. The guy he's talking to points like as if to say, the girls are leaving you. And the white hoodie guy is like, oh, instead of following the girls, it looks like he goes like, what the heck happened? What are you doing? And then he walks off in a different direction. This may have nothing to do with nothing, but in crime cases like this, we have to examine every single angle. So watch it in its entirety. Listen, I'll only bleep out bad words or music or something that YouTube won't like. Other than that, let me know what you see in the comment section, because cops want to talk with some people. Maybe someone saw something that could help them solve this horrible tragedy where 21-year-old Maddie Mogen, 21-year-old Kaylee Goncalves, along with 20-year-old Ethan Chapin and 20-year-old his girlfriend Zaina Kernodle lost their lives. And we're still trying to gather more info because whoever was responsible, apparently, as far as we know as of this recording, is still on the loose. Whatever we see in this video might help. Any little different clue, any audio portions where you can see the girls kind of looking at their phones or maybe taking a photo, maybe taking a selfie. It's not clear. It helps to have plenty of eyes on it. Okay, take a look.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't make up for it, but like.
No, it's amusing though. It's fun to watch other people miserable. Yeah. Have a good night. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thanks. I think I would like the carbonara.
Okay. You up on
But if I have like a free grub tug on my app.
Oh, yep. So what you want to do is we'll actually do this.
Cool. Thank you.
Absolutely.
How many more do you need? That's the second one? Awesome.
Wait, yeah, one more.
Maybe I didn't have a free one.
Right here.
And then what was the Mac?
Don't forget to remove the spoon.
Carbonara Mac of the week.
Here, I'll grab it for you.
Excellent. And then click see rewards.
Enjoy.
And it looks like you not quite have enough one too.
Oh, that's okay. That's good.
$10 for you.
I do have a big burrito pork here for you.
Cool. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Where's the pen go, guys? Where's my pen? How are you guys doing?
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Seem to have lost my pen, but that's fine. What can I get for you?
Can I get
Just
the
2
mac and
tacos?
cheese, mac and cheese, please?
Definitely.
I get,
Thank you.
and, pork tacos.
Oh yeah. How many pork tacos would you like?
Just comes with one.
It's one, but they're like 6 to 7 ounce tacos. They're not like small little street tacos. I normally eat 2, 3 is a lot for me.
So one would be fine if I was getting pasta or
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be almost 2 pounds of
I
food.
better get 2.
Okay, you got it.
I got
2 pork tacos. Done. 1 5 cheese, 1 basil pesto, 2 pork tacos, $24.50 for you.
Thank you.
2 Don Toms.
$79. Thank you.
I'm gonna do this. Hold on. If we decide to since we listen.
Oh, people have fallen. People have fallen over it. Sorry, I'm talking to Twitch stream. Oh, you're so good. Absolutely, thank you. How are you doing? I'm doing extremely well. That sounds good.
Can I get a big burrito?
Yeah. For the big burrito, would you like pork or chicken? Got it. And then you said a Mountain Dew?
Yes, please.
Excellent. Big burrito chicken and a Mountain Dew. We're gonna do $11. There's Mountain Dew and order 80. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello.
I need 2 chicken burritos with extra slaw.
2 chicken burritos with extra. $90 for you.
I know I have a $6 waiting for me. I'd like to eat
Okay,
it.
awesome. Thank you.
So,
What's your reward?
Fuck, I just hit your jacket. Sorry, man.
yeah.
$13. Hell yeah.
Worth it.
Oh, always. Order 81. Thank you. Extra slot? Is that a charge? No, it's not a charge. It's just a modifier. Hello.
They have Apple Pay.
That's
You
what I
have
thought.
Apple Pay, right?
Of course we do.
Of course you have Apple Pay. Yes. Hi, camera. I'll get chicken taco.
Chicken taco. You got it.
I'll do the 5 cheese mac and cheese.
Okay.
I know you're No, please. No, I'm getting it no matter what. Like, please, keep waiting. I will do 2 5 cheese.
Like, I'm adding 2 or you're making it, it's now 2.
Oh,
Sorry.
2.
You're adding 2. Excellent. Gotcha. Okay. Anything else?
Reed? Come on, you're the last one. Okay.
You got it. So I have a chicken taco and 3 5 cheese mac and cheese. Okay. $27.75.
Hey.
How many apples in the mac of the week? 0, TJ. 0. Order 82. Thank you.
Can I get?
We already got 5 cheese.
Wait, you got it?
Oh my God. Can I get a Macafire?
You got it, man. 1 mac and 5, $9 for you.
Perfect, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's going.
Tough.
Of course. Awesome. Reserve burrito forks right here.
Order 83.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and then it's all on you. I was letting go.
Time to start
Still warm,
the
Joe?
old car. It's been a while since this engine started. Let's see if it starts. Oh great, the battery
My
is
first time
dead.
was when we went to
Well,
the grocery
better luck
store
next
to buy
time.
donuts.
For what?
First time I used, NFC. I don't have an Apple device, so it wasn't happening. I was desperate.
For donuts?
For donuts, yes.
Never used like a phone NFC pay. I guess unless you count the tap on the card.
Wait, say that again?
Never use my phone until I'm at like a store.
Oh, really?
Always have my cards.
Okay. It's because you're too prepared, Derek.
Because I try not to lose my wallet. There's a good reason.
That's smart, Derek. It's probably good to not lose your wallet. Guys, yeah, great ticket times, honestly. Like, Luke, Tebow, really solid. Love it. Very
So,
pleased.
Joe,
All
how
right,
close are
we're
we
back
to
in.
you sitting down on like Friday nights?
I mean, that was a solid rush. It's a good thing that it ended, but this is Friday and Saturday in a row that got you down round 1. So I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot, guys.
Guess he's gonna be an extra slow in a second. This bad boy.
Debo's thinking to himself, if I start slowing down on Mac, maybe I'll get to sit down. He's gonna try to sabotage me.
I actually was wondering if I was going to slow and you were going to switch back. I was really scared of that. That's what I was scared of. Nope.
Yes, let that fear.
You guys know, like, the highest stakes time I saw was 13 minutes, which is, I'm very satisfied. You guys have worked on the truck, and Derek and I have been the ones on Grill and Mac who've had longer ticket times than that. Like, you're doing well. Hell yeah. All right, what did I miss? Reduce, reuse, mall? Yeah.
Oh, okay, that gets on my nerves. And then, like, they want their numbers to be called.
Are you knowing Tomahawks, what's this high for? How are you? How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing extremely well. What's on you?
Yes, a death by garlic and extra into it.
Yeah, definitely. Death by garlic. We'll add chicken to it. Anything else for you?
And then can I do the 5 cheese?
And 5 cheese?
Yes. And can I add chicken to that?
Of course. We're doing death by garlic with chicken, 5 cheese with chicken. Anything else? Love it. $23. Do you guys have any NFC go then? Any whatever sort of payment you have on your phone, we can take. Order 84. Thank you. We do not have the scan one though. So like if you're trying to pay with Cash App, you have to like scan a thing. We don't have any sort of QR crap. How are you doing?
Sorry, good.
Oh, no. Good. Excellent. Sorry. Okay, yeah.
Can I get 2 chicken tacos?
2 chicken tacos. You got it.
What big burrito?
$7.50 if that's everything for you.
Or just slide?
Yeah, slide, tap, insert, facing you with the chip, any other. Order 85. Thank you.
Can I do the big burrito, but I'm gonna really put it on some cheese sauce? Can I get it without the chipotle slaw?
Yes, you absolutely
And
can.
then without the onion salsa?
No salsa.
And do you guys have sour cream or no?
We do not.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay.
That's everything.
Would you like chicken or pork to be the meat?
All right, what did you see? Did you see anything different than what I saw? It is an odd, strange video. And like I say, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. It doesn't mean that anyone in this video should be harassed or targeted or anything. It's only for information. Who knows? Hopefully the cops have talked to these people already. Let's close with Revelation 6:1-2. Then I saw as the Lamb, Christ, broke one of the 7 seals of the scroll initiating the judgments. And I heard one of the 4 living creatures call out as with a voice of thunder, "Come." I looked, and behold, a white horse of victory, whose rider carried a bow, and a crown of victory was given to him. And he rode forth, conquering to conquer. Let's hope and pray the cops are able to catch who's ever responsible. Check out the links below if you want further view of this video with audio. Take care.
I don't know. There's something off with that food truck video. I still have suspicions of the hoodie guy. Let's see if I can find some errand stuff for us to watch. Salabato. Check.
Already click the link in my bio and go ahead and pre-save the single that's coming out December 20th. Everybody go click the link in my bio right now. It's free. Comment LMG for sure in the comments. Well, meet one of them. I got everybody looking at me now. They say I'm in the street. I walk up in the building. Everybody want to pay for me. Look at Wiz Khalifa. Look at Snoop Dogg. Let's say that again. Shout out everybody in the building right now. If you're watching, comment the city that you're at, the state that you're at, whatever you feel comfortable, your country, drop your flag, interact with me in the comments. What's going on? If you haven't already, like I told you, go to the link in my bio. Go pre-save the new single that's coming out. Let me know when you did it. Australia, what up? Tennessee, what up? Buffalo, DJ Yayo, DJ Yaya. Everybody in here right now needs to be going to the link in my bio and pre-saving the single that's coming out. Coming back in here and letting me know that you did it. Click done after you do it. Go to the click the link in my bio right now. Everybody go to the link in my bio, pre-save the single, and then come back in here and comment done. I don't sell love merch. I sell lately merch. And I got a new single coming out. If y'all want to go check it out, go click the link in my bio and pre-save right now. How y'all doing today, man? Where y'all tapping in from? Y'all tripping. I bought a bunch of candles, actually. And I give a lot of people free candles. Sticks up to $2 donations. It's like $42 or something like that people send. That's right. As opposed to like $182. Why don't you click the link in my bio?
So, gang.
Click the link in my bio, man. Go pre-save the link right now. Go pre-save the song right now. After you do it, come back in here and just type done. Type the word done after you click the link and pre-save, hit done.
My brother Florin up in the building.
Y'all commenting where you're from. Go to the link in my bio, pre-save the song, and then when you're done, come back in and click done. Like right. Let's see how many pre-saves we can get, y'all. God Carlio, what up? Everybody right now that's joining, man. I know my shit's probably laggy as fuck.
You all right? Huh? You all right?
Click the link in my bio right now, y'all.
Oh, wow, Rena. Much love for the badge, man.
Thank you, Rena. I was just accepting donations for a day. If you guys do it, thank you. I'm not going to keep doing it because it's just like a thing, so I'm doing it for free now. Just, if you have a message, DM me, do it for free. I don't want that. Click the link in my bio, guys. After you pre-saved the single, I need y'all to come back into the live and write the word done. Everybody go click the link in my bio, pre-save, come back in, and then type the word done. Thank you, guys. Everybody that's doing it, thank you so much. It just takes 2 seconds. Just click the link in my bio, pre-save, done. Are y'all done? If y'all done, type done. Let's see how many we got so far, guys. Click the link in my bio right now. Go to the link in my bio and then pre-save, and then after come back in the live and say done. Type the word done.
I want to send you money for the candles.
No, it's okay. Just give me the message. I'm doing it for free. So guys, send me not send me nothing. Go to click the link on my bio and then pre-save and then type the word done. That's all you gotta do. I got a single coming out December 20th. Everybody right now, go to the link in my bio. I can't stress it enough. Go to the link in my bio.
You don't have to live in
pre-save. Click pre-save. Just pre-save it. You don't have to buy it. It doesn't cost any money. Just pre-save. When you pre-save, come back in the live and type the word done. It don't cost no money. Just a couple seconds out of your time to leave my live, click the link, pre-save, and then come back in and type done. So simple. Yeah, take a moment, real quick. Leave the live, go to the link in my bio and pre-save it right now, and come back in and type done. If you don't have Spotify, then sign up for it. Spotify free?
Yeah.
It's just a music app.
I think they make you create a profile though.
Zena, who are you talking about? Who are you arguing with? Everybody that's joining right now, thank you for joining. Do me a favor, click the link in my bio, pre-save the new single that's coming out. I'm going to be dropping the video with it too, but for now, I need y'all to just pre-save the actual single. The link is in my bio. Do me a favor, just click the link in my bio and hit pre-save. It's real simple, guys. It costs no money. If y'all doing it, click the word done. Island Girl 85, appreciate you. Everybody, do me a favor, just go to the link in my bio right now. Are y'all doing it or y'all just typing done? Go to the link in my bio and click done after you pre-save them. That's all you gotta do. Let's run it up. I want to see if y'all being active. I'm gonna do this for a couple of days. Stupid ass fly. What the hell is going on with that shit? It's like 2 of
You
them.
and Lil Peep would have went hard, bro.
That's real. I wish. Thank you guys. Everybody that's doing this right now, thank you so much. Just go to the link in my bio. It's real simple. Go to the link in my bio, hit the pre-save button, come back to the live and hit it. Type the word done. It's real easy. Please, let me see. And if you can, show me a screenshot. Send me a screenshot. I'll post it on my page. I'll post it on my page too. DM me that you pre-saved the link, and I'll post it on my page.
How much love
I have a bunch. I have so many hoodies. Bro, Aaron gave me so much this before anything happened to him. I live with him. So I have every color, every hoodie. Like I even have the original Stitch beanie that he made, the prototype. But guys, do me a favor, go to the link in my bio right now and pre-save the link in my bio. We're running it up right now. As you're doing that, come back to my live and type the word done. I want to know how many of y'all are doing it. And if you're doing it and you feel spicy, screenshot that you did it and DM me. Let me see that you did it. No, I didn't go to his house. Come on, guys, get active. Go to the link in my bio, pre-save the link in my bio, go to pre-save, and then come back in the live and type the word done. I know I need to pre-save that fly right there. Look at that shit.
You ain't quick enough.
Damn, I tried. Yeah. Thank you, everybody that's been pre-saving the link in my bio right now. It's real simple. I'm trying to get like 500 people to do this in the next week. So everybody that's doing it right now, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Don't forget, it's real easy. It's so simple. You just go to the link in my bio right now, click it, click pre-save, and come back in this live and type the word done. That's just how I know that you did it. If not, just do it anyways. You don't have to even type done. Just go check it out and then worry about it when it comes out on the 20th. You'll be notified. It's free. You don't have to do anything. Just pre-save it. Yo, how you got?
I bet you he had it around his thing and shot it.
Oh, like, wow.
Yep.
That's special. In the meantime, take your rubber band flinging ass and go to the fucking link in my bio. Click that shit. and go pre-save right now. Come back and type the word done. I need to see a whole bunch of people typing done right now. Go to the link in my bio right now. Hit pre-save. Just pre-save the new single. Pre-save the new single. That's what. It's so simple.
I know, Zena. They're wild. It's crazy.
Yeah. It'd be like that. In the meantime, while y'all acting real crazy and wild, click the link in my bio, pre-save, come back and say that. Just do that. If you're hating, if you're watching, if you're loving, just go do it anyway. Click the link in my bio, pre-save, click done. I'm calm.
What up, Junior? What up, gang?
What up, Junior? Everybody go click the link in my bio right now. Click the pre-save button after you go to the link, and then come back in and type the word done. As you're joining, go back out the live. Go to the link in my bio. It's real simple. Pre-save. And come back in and type the word done. Yeah, who the F listens to Check the Star anyway? In the meantime, go to the link in my bio, though, you know what I'm saying? And pre-save the trash I got in the bio. And then come back in here and tell me how trash it is. It drops on December 20th of Trashington Year. So go check it out. If y'all want to go hate, make sure you click the link. $112 y'all in here. And all I see is a lot of people talking trash. Y'all can't take a moment to click the link in my bio. I'm not saying nothing else. Y'all be so mad at me for no reason. I'm dead serious. Like, I just need y'all to do me one favor. Click the link in my bio. Click the link in my bio. For my phone dies. I look better with my grilling. You know what? That's a good question, actually. Oh, it's in my pocket. But click the link in my bio. Don't worry about my teeth right now. Worry about the link in my bio. All right, guys. I got 3%. I'm walking around. I'm thinking, what can I ask y'all to do? Click the link in my bio. Duh. Click the link in my bio. Pre-save the song. Come back in here and type done. Pre-save the single Flights in my bio right now. I'm just kidding. You guys are tripping. Never. All right, so look. I'm just chilling in California. I'm about to take a flight back to the East Coast soon. In the meanwhile, I'm going to be setting up this little drop for a song called Flights. The song was inspired about me taking flights back and forth from the East to the West, trying to make something happen with my career. It's a pretty dope song. We shot it randomly with my boy Master Pyro. I'm actually it's already out for distribution and it's already ready to pre-save. That's why I've been posting this live to get y'all to go in there and pre-save it and just get in there first to listen to it before anybody gets to listen to it. It drops December 20th. I'm going to be dropping it with the video as well. So if you guys can, please do me the favor to go to the link in my bio and pre-save it. After you pre-save it, come back into the live and click the word done. Oh, the America needs help. I got you. What do you think about Aaron's ashes? I think that Aaron would have liked that because that's something that he really enjoyed was the Keys, and that's where he grew up at, and he always spoke very highly of the Keys. So I think that it's a good choice, and that the fact that they're going to be spreading some of his sister's ashes as well at the same time, I think that's pretty legendary. I think that's pretty cool. But can we do something solid real quick? Can we host this live and not make it all about like what all that is about? Like, let's talk about something else. Like, I'm trying to drop a single for you guys, and I'm trying to keep this motion going. I don't want to continue to bring hate and negativity to this live. I want to continue to bring nothing but good music, push nothing but good content, and be there for it. You know what I'm saying? What I was told to do. So please keep away the negativity and the bad vibes from me. They really do. Like, I started thinking about it. I'm like, what the heck did I do to these people? All I did was make music. That's all I've ever done. All I did was motivate people to make music. All I did was go on shows. Like, stop messing with me. All you have to do is go support my music. If you don't want to support me, don't even click my name, like unfollow me or something. Feel me? I want y'all to take a moment to pre-save the song that I have coming out. I have 3%. This is the longest 3% I've ever had. We'll go to the link in my bio, right? And then pre-save the song and come back in here and type the word done. I got 2%. Thank you for the positivity. If you guys have been watching and able to leave the live for a second, thank you guys. Everybody that has done it, please type the word done. If you haven't already done it, go to the link in my bio and pre-save my new song called Flights. I'll be dropping it with the video on the same day, which is December 20th. It's my sister's birthday. So go ahead and pre-save the song right now if you get a chance. It's free. Flights.
I want my car at your house.
I don't know. Thank you. Everybody that's been doing it, keep typing the word done. I got 2% left.
With my white towel?
Everybody do me a favor. Yeah, that's Ina. She's just chilling. Go click on her interview and go watch her on her No Jumper interview. Stop playing.
You know how pissed off I am. Bro, I'm pissed because I told her not to have her child eating in the car, not in my car.
Food in the car, no.
You know how I am
know
about
it
my
gets
car.
messy.
I
I don't
get
like that.
bad OCD, right?
Yeah, for
How I am
sure.
about the
Keep
car.
your cars
I
clean.
literally freak out if he's getting in the seat and his foot has a little bit of crumbs. I'm like, oh my
but I'll be
god,
having
oh my
clean
god.
shoes, so like that doesn't happen.
In Florida, them shits, them.
Yeah,
Look,
these should be fine.
check. Look at the bottom of your shoes right now.
Leave my Balenciagas
Stop
alone.
playing.
Ain't nothing on
Bro, this. I
There's
freak out
nothing
about
there.
this. Yes, there
There's
is.
nothing there.
Anyway.
Go click the link in my bio real quick and go right now to pre-save. When you come back, click the word done.
No, I just love my car. I don't even
I got everybody looking. I mean, now they say I'm ministry. I walk up in the
It's weird
building.
how I needed
Everybody
an
want to
alignment
pick with
when
me.
I didn't need an alignment to begin with because I had just gotten an alignment.
Some Balenciagas.
Like, how does that happen?
I need y'all to go to the link in my bio right now, pre-save the single, come back and type the word done. That's all I need you guys to do. 148 y'all should see 140 comments in here going done, 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 done. It's free. Joker Gang, what up? Everybody in here right now, go to the link in my bio, pre-save the link in my bio. It's a single coming out called Flights, produced by Be Nice, shot by Master Pyro. When you click the Spotify link and pre-save it, come back in and type the word done. That's all you need to do. I got everybody looking at me now. They say I'm ministry. Where y'all tapping in from? Comment the city and state, country. Let me see where y'all watching from. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? If y'all pre-save the link, type the word done. If you pre-save the link, type the word done. Here's a hug right back. I have 1%. I love you guys. If my phone goes out, when my phone goes out, just know that I want to say I love you guys. The live will keep running for a couple minutes and y'all have a chance to go to the link in my bio and pre-save the link. Let's run my battery out. 1%, y'all. Everybody go to the link in my bio right now and pre-save the single right now. Everybody right now, take a couple seconds. As you're watching the live, go to the link in my bio, pre-save it, and come back and type the word done while we have 1%. Let's go. If you have a chance, screen.
Is anyone even still here? Any of my people here? There's something about the... Yeah, I know I can go and look at all this stuff not being live, but I just like to be around with you all, you know, and chit chat. And some people I actually like and care about.
Brutally stabbed to death. And new this evening, Idaho investigators back at the crime scene today where 4 college students were brutally stabbed to death. Police now revealing a 6th person is listed on the lease at the off-campus home where those murders happened. And originally, investigators said 3 of the 4 victims lived in the house, along with 2 surviving roommates. We never knew about a 6th resident. Senior national correspondent Brian Inton has the very latest from Moscow.
Nicole, now it has been almost 3 weeks since the murders here in Moscow, Idaho. The 4 college students stabbed to death in the house behind me. Still very little information, unfortunately. Still no known suspects. No known persons of interest, but it's still active, which is interesting. Still an active crime scene. They've got the house taped off. There's always a police officer here. And take a look at this video that we shot today. There was a pickup truck, a new pickup truck outside the house, and we noticed that there was someone inside, and then they came out. We spotted it looked like a couple of detectives and someone we didn't recognize coming out of the house. So clearly there's still action happening at this house. There's still investigative work happening behind the scenes as the community here and the families remain on edge, not knowing who the killer is, not knowing whether that person could be among them. Also some frustration. We've talked about it, the messaging from police about whether or not this was targeted. It's kind of gone back and forth and been confusing. The latest from police is that they do believe it was a targeted attack, but they are investigating whether a specific victim was targeted or whether just the house was targeted. They say all of that is still under investigation going into the weekend. Obviously, people hoping for more information to be released as they remain on edge on the college campus. You've got students who don't go out at night. They put additional locks on their door, really concerned that this killer is still on the run. Nicole?
All right, Brian, thank you. We do also have this reminder for you Sunday night, a News Nation special report, Idaho Murder Mystery. Senior national correspondent Brian Inton, as you know, he is live in Moscow with the very latest on the investigation and our exclusive inside look at the Idaho Crime Lab. It's this Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern, only on News Nation. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com.
Okay, well, since nobody's here, I don't want to keep talking to myself. I'll see y'all later. Y'all want to go live later, comment on something of mine or tag me, and we'll do it. Y'all have a good evening. Love y'all. Bye.